Alright, what's going on YouTube? Today I'm going to be posting my very first video to YouTube. It's going to be a 2K23 my build, my player build, and this is the build I rock with. And I'll be honest guys, this build is probably one of the best center builds in the game. It's an Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid type build, and let's get into it. So for position, you're going to want to go ahead and rock center, obviously. Handiness doesn't matter. Jersey number doesn't matter either. But I'm going to go with 23 since we are rocking the Anthony Davis build. Alright, so for height, we're going to drop down 1 inch, 6'11", and the weight, we're going to drop down to 245. The wingspan, you also want to bring down 1 to 7'3". Now, you don't have to do that, but the reason I do that is just to get a little bit better shooting. Doesn't change much. Minuses your block and your offensive rebound, defensive rebound a little bit, but that's not too important because it only drops at 1 or 2. Now body type, solid. I like solid, but honestly I go with built. So it's up to you, whatever you like to run, it won't change your build. Now for the finishing here, we're gonna go ahead and put the close shot up to about a 70 probably. Let's see here, 70. Driving layup, we're gonna also bump up to a 75, 76. Driving dunk, we want this to be high 80s, almost 90, so we're probably going to rock 88. Standing dunk, you also want to have a little bit good too. We'll probably 85 is perfect for standing dunk. Post control, I always bring it up to a 70. That gives you 19 finishing badges. Mid range, you don't need to touch that. 3-point though. So now you can stick with an 83 ball. But at center, you're not going to be hitting as consistently at the 3 as you would like to with an 80. So I always bump it up to an 82 or an 83. Now I leave it at an 82 because you don't get any more badges at 83. You know, it's an extra point or whatever, but you know, you can get Space Creator Hall of Fame and Agent 3 Silver, but those aren't really badges you're going to be using for your center anyway. So just leave it at an 82. Ball handle. This doesn't need to be anything crazy. I bump it up to a 65. You're not going to be dribbling anyway, but you don't want to be slow. And you also want to be able to pass the ball because that's kind of important. Now, interior defense. Defense is going to be kind of tricky because you want to be good at defense, but not too good to where you make sure everything's balanced out. Perimeter, we bring up a little bit. It's like a 65. Steal, you also want to bring that up to a 65 as well. Block, bring that up to an 85. We're going to bump it up to 86 just to get 14 badge points. Offensive rebound, we're going to bump up to a 78. Defensive rebound, we're going to bump up to a 91. Now, speed. You want to be, you don't want to be too slow, but you also don't want to max your speed out because it kind of takes a lot after you get past 70. Acceleration, bump up to 60. You don't want to be weak. Stamina, very important. Vertical, not so much. As long as you got a 90 stamina or up, you will be alright. Vertical though, you can literally have that at 70, 80. It's not going to matter. Then with the rest, we're just going to go up here. Probably bump up our steal one. Free throw doesn't really matter on this build, but we'll use the last one. So there you go, 19 finishing badges, 16 shooting, 11 playmaking, and 23 defensive badges. Now, primary takeover. You want to go rim protector. You won't get the names of the builds. If you go glass cleaner, you'll probably get some different names. Not that that really matters, but I like rim protector. And for the second one, obviously, you go spot up shooter. So when you complete this build, this is the players it gives you. It's a two-way inside-out scorer. Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis, Mel Daniels. This is a very good build if you guys want to take over the park, the rec, whatever. This is the center build to be running with. You'll hit threes, you'll dunk on people, you get a lot of badges. And yeah, that's all I got for today. Make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and tune in for the next one.